Hi guys, welcome back for a new Pilates workout. We'll start standing today and we'll speak a little bit more about the breathing pattern in Pilates. So to breathe in Pilates, we want to keep the core engaged, so your abs are always on throughout the move, and we breathe into the rib cage. So when you breathe, you think about your rib cage like an umbrella. When you inhale, you open, you expand the rib cage to the side, so you breathe laterally into your rib cage like the opening of an umbrella, and on an exhale you close this umbrella and you close your rib cage. So that's right here, you breathe right here in the rib cage. So we'll use this breathing pattern for the warm-up. So reach your arms up towards the ceiling, make sure your feet are just in line with your hips, and reach your arms up towards the ceiling, palms are facing each other, shoulders are down, length into the arms. And on an inhale, you will try to reach your arms a little bit higher towards the ceiling, using the breathing we just talked about. So inhale, reach your arms up, expand your ribcage to the sides, and exhale, close the ribcage. And again, inhale, reach, expand your ribcage to the side. At the same time, think about lengthening the distance between your hips and your ribcage when you breathe. So you inhale, you expand, and exhale, you close. And again, inhale, reach, exhale, close. So inhale, reach the hands towards the ceiling, expand the ribcage, exhale, and last one, inhale, and exhale. Make sure your shoulders are still away from your ears, and now we'll try to reach the right arm towards the ceiling and pressing the left heel down. So it's a cross pattern stretch. You press your left heel, you reach your right arm a little bit higher on an inhale, and on an exhale, you let go. And other side, reach your left arm towards the ceiling, press your right heel on the ground, inhale, exhale, back to the center, one more each side, press your left heel, reach your right arm, inhale, exhale, back to the center, last one, right heel down, left arm up, and back down. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and reach toward the right side or left side for you if you're mirroring me. So here, and back to the center. Switch the ends and reach toward the other side. Keep pressing your two heels down on the ground. Reach, open this side, don't collapse on the other side. And back to the center, one more each side. Switch the ends. Reach, press your two heels down on the ceiling. Make sure you keep this side pressing down. And keep your chest facing forward. And back to the center, last one. Inhale, reach towards the left side. Exhale, back to the center and bring your arms to the sides. Release the tension in the shoulders. We will now go on the mat. Back on the mat. So make sure you keep your knees bent, feet down on the floor, open hip distance apart. Grab the back of your thigh, curl your lower back, and lean all the way back down. Right here. Bring your arms by your side, palms facing down, shoulder blades pressing down, collarbones wide. Abs are on. Pull your heels towards you, engaging the hamstrings, and start imprinting the lower back into the mat, tucking the tailbone slightly. Start articulating the spine, so one vertebra at a time, reaching your hips towards the ceiling, all the way up, reaching your knees forward. Keep your neck long, keep pressing your arms into the mat. Inhale at the top, and exhale, hold back down, starting from the chest. So make sure you don't bend at the hips. You hold back down one vertebra at a time. And again, making sure your heels are still pulling toward your glutes. Imprint the lower back, articulate up, reach your knees forward, Keep your engagement in the inner thigh to keep your knees in line with the hips. Inhale, exhale, back down. And again, make sure you relax your shoulders. Articulate up. Breathe into your ribcage. Exhale, hold down. We go for 2 more. That's just the beginning. So we are warming up the spine. Reach up. Your hamstrings should be on. Inhale. Exhale, back down. 1 vertebra at a time. And make sure you try to find the articulation all the way down to the lower back. Exhale, last one. All the way up. Inhale, exhale, all the way back down. Good. Open your arms now in the T position. Make sure your hands are just in line with your shoulders, palms facing up. Bring one leg up to tabletop, your favorite position. Make sure your knee is just over the hip, shin parallel to the floor. Bring the other leg up to tabletop. Knees and feet come together. Thighs are squeezed, knees are squeezed. Inhale, we lower the legs towards the left side, so rotating just underneath the ribcage. We lower the lowest part of the body towards the left side. Keep the knees on the same line, the hips on the same line. Exhale, press into your side, squeeze the side to bring everything back to the center. Inhale, lower towards the right side. Keep your left shoulder blade down. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale, lower towards the left side. Exhale, back center. Exhale. One more each side this way. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Now lower back down towards the left side. Extend your bottom leg up. So left leg up. Your knees are still squeezed, your thighs are still squeezed. Exhale back to the center and bend back to the tabletop. Lower towards the right side. Right leg extends to the lower leg. Knees and thighs still together. Back to the center on an exhale and bend back to table. Lower down. Extend the lower leg. Exhale. And down. Inhale to lower. Lower leg extends. Exhale back to the center. We lower towards the left side. Now we extend the top leg. So right leg again. Knees and thigh together. Squeeze back to the center. Inhale, lower. Extend the top leg. Exhale back to the center. One more each side. Extend top leg. And center. Last one. And back to the center. Keep your legs into tabletop position. Wrap the back of your thigh. Curl your head and chest up. So find your chest lift here. Make sure the shoulders are down away from the ear. Bring your hands on your thigh close to the knee. Press your head into the thigh. Inhale. Reach your legs forward into a diagonal line. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale. Bend your knees back to the tabletop. Circle the arm to the side and press your hands back onto the thigh. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Circle the arms. Bend your knees back table. Press your hand into the side. So here there's a resistance here. Your abs should be on pretty bad. And make sure you engage even more when you press your hands into the thigh. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle and press. Inhale. Exhale. You keep your head and chest lifted. Inhale. Exhale, circle, press. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Grab the back of your thigh. Just release the tension a bit into the abs. Keep your legs into tabletop. Now make sure your knees are open, hip distance apart. Feet open, hip distance apart. Bring your 2 hands on top of each other, on top of your left thigh, close to the knee. Extend your right leg out. And switch, exhale. Same thing, use your hands to resist the thigh. So the thigh is pressing towards you. You resist with your hand. So it's a strong press. Should engage the abs even more. Exhale. And reach. Each leg stay on its side.
long leg, strong tabletop. So I don't want to see any flipping leg like that. Shin parallel to the floor. Parallel. And press. Press. One more each side. Bend back to table, grab the back of your thigh, release the tension. One breath here. Good, keep your legs tabletop. Now interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind the head, press your head into your hand. Make sure your neck is long, your elbows are open. Extend your right leg out into a diagonal line. Rotate your trunk towards the bend knee, towards the left side. Exhale, switch your legs and rotate to the other side. And exhale. Elevate and rotate the chest. Keep your hips stable on the same line. And think about elevating the rib cage. Exhale. Elevation and rotation. Exhale. One more each side. 1, 2. Back to the center and lower all the way down. Bring your feet down. Release the tension in the abs. Bring your arms by your sides. Again, palms facing down. Release the tension in the shoulders. Collarbones wide. Make sure your feet are away enough from your heels to be able to feel the pull of the heels towards your glutes. If you're too close, there's no way you will be able to engage the hamstring. So right here, if you're too far away, it will be too hard either. So just find the right position. Arms by the sides, palms facing down. Pull your heels towards you. Your hamstring will be on. Imagine a little ball between your knees to make sure you don't open the knees to the side and your inner thighs are on. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we will articulate the spine again. So you tuck the tailbone, you imprint, you press your lower back into the mat, and you start articulating the spine, lifting your hips toward the ceiling. Right here. Find the diagonal line between you in your spine, in your body, between the shoulders, the hips, and the knees. Bring your right leg up to tabletop position. Extend your leg up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot, lower the leg towards the ceiling. Point your foot, lift back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Flexing the foot. Inhale, point, lift up. Exhale, flex lower. Inhale, point back up. Exhale. Keep pulling your left heel towards you, toward your glutes. Make sure you keep this hip open. Last one, exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Bend your knee table, bring your foot down. Find your position again, pressing your hips up. This time, make sure your right heel is pulling towards you. Engage the right hamstring. Lift your left leg up to tabletop. Extend your leg up towards the ceiling. Flex your foot. Exhale, lower the leg. Inhale, point, lift up. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Make sure your right knee stays in line with your hip. Exhale. So your glutes are on, your hamstrings are on the right side. Exhale. 2 more. And up. Last one. And back up. Bend your knee tabletop, bring your foot down. Hips up towards the ceiling. And articulate your spine slowly all the way back down. Few breaths here. Extend your legs flat on the mat. Make sure your legs come together, feet are pointed. Reach your arms overhead. Make sure your shoulders are still away from the heels. Make sure your rib cage is braced. So think about pressing the lowest part of your rib cage down into the mat. Inhale, we curl the head and chest up to all the way up to the tips of the shoulder blades. And on an exhale, we hold all the way back up, keeping this C shape in the body. Reaching the arms forward, pulling the abs on. Inhale at the top, exhale, hold back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale first and exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale, exhale, hold back down. Last one, exhale. Stay up here. Keep your C shape. Reach your arms and rotate your trunk towards the left side. So the chest is facing the left side, your arms are in line with the shoulders. Stay on this left side and hold down. So you will hold down on your left side. Bring your arms overhead, back to the center. Bring your arms toward the right side. Inhale, lift the head and chest up. Exhale, hold all the way back up on your right side. Keep this C shape. Bring your arms back to the center. Inhale here. Bring your arms back to the right side. Exhale, hold down on your right side. And bring the arms overhead, center, and back to the left side. Inhale, head and chest. Exhale, hold all the way up on your left side. Inhale, back to the center. Inhale, go to the left side. Hold down on the left side on an exhale. Arms back overhead and center. We go to the right side. Arms go back to the right side. Exhale, lift all the way up to the right side. And back to the center. And we hold back down towards the left side. Sorry. No, I'm lost here. Yeah. Left side. And back to the center. We lift back up just to go to a sitting position. We go back up to the in the center. So we inhale, curl the head and chest up. Exhale, hold all the way up to a sitting position and flat back. Bend your knees. Keep your feet down on the floor, opening the feet just hip distance apart. Grab the back of your thigh. Just to help you to find this nice flat back position or neutral spine position. Chest is proud, open. Now let go of the thigh. Arms are parallel to the floor and palms are facing each other. Start curling your lower back. Then lean back. Hold all the way down. At the same time, you're reaching your arms up towards the ceiling and overhead. Now open your arms to the side and circle to the side. And hold back up on an exhale. Hold back up and flat back. So curl and lean back, hold all the way down, keep your feet down on the floor. Bring your arms overhead, circle the arms to the side. And exhale, lifting back up. Curling, and now find the flat back. So inhale, curl down. Make sure you control the move from your abs. You're not dropping all the way down. Keep strong, stay strong in your legs. Exhale. Inhale to circle the arms to the side. Exhale, lifting back up and flat back. Inhale, exhale, curling back. Hold down, arms overhead, circling to the side. Exhale, back up and flat back. Last one, curl, lean back, hold all the way down. Inhale, circle the arms, and lifting back up and flat back. Now stay on your sit bones. Bring your legs together, knees bent, and you will find now a point of balance between the tailbone and the sit bones. So you lower your trunk a little bit back. Bring your legs up to tabletop position. Keep your knees and feet together, squeezed. Let go of your hands. Keep your arms parallel to the floor, hands facing each other. And on an inhale, we will lower the thigh down. We reach your arms up, touching the feet down if you can. Exhale, back up. Keep the trunk stable so the trunk is not moving. You have a nice opening of the chest here. Chest proud. Exhale. Inhale, lower the thigh, touch the feet down. Exhale, back up. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm shaking. It's not easy. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Grab the back of the thigh and back up to sitting position. We now go to all four positions, so hands and knees. right here. So you're on your hands and knees. Make sure you're close to the top of your mat to have space behind you to extend. So here, you know the drill now. So you're on all four. Make sure your shoulders are just over your hands, your hips are just over the knees, and your knees open, hip distance apart. Make sure you didn't let go of the abs. So for that, make sure your abs are on, otherwise you will be in your lower back. So don't arch your lower back, pull the abs in. Make sure not dropping between your arms. So strong shoulder blades, press strongly on the mat. Your neck is long in line with your spine. So abs are on. You will extend your right leg out. And here, so you're on your toes, legs extended. Make sure your two hips are still facing forward. And tuck your tailbone slightly, meaning you bring your tailbone forward, down and forward. Now bring your left leg out, and you are into a plank position or front support position, right here. We now bend the right knee and touch slightly down onto the mat. We don't want to drop the hips, so keep the hips up and extend the leg. And bend the left knee and extend. And bend the right and extend. Extend. And right. Extend. So you're strongly working your shoulders, your abs, and your legs as well. Extend. One more each side. Extend. Last one. Extend. Stay up here and open your feet a little bit wider than the hips this time, just to make sure you have support. Actually open as wide as your mat. Stay into your plank position, and you will bring your hand toward your left shoulder and back down. Left hand towards the right shoulder and down. And right hand towards the left shoulder and down. Stay stable as you can in your hips. So slight movement in the hip, but not too much. Try to keep your weight in the center. And down. And tap the shoulder. And down. And down. And down. And down. One more each side. And down. And last one. And down. And bend your knees. Lower down. And breathe. That was a hard one. Great. Lift back up, and we go into the side now. So we'll be laying down on the side, using the back of the mat to find your line. So make sure your hips are in line with the feet and in line with your shoulders. Right here, your head is down on your biceps. The palm of your hand is facing up. Make sure your shoulder is away from the ear. You engage the back muscle here, so your shoulder blade is pulling towards your glutes. Make sure your two hips are stacked on top of each other. Bring your hand either here in front for support or on your hips. Make sure you bring your feet a little bit in front for balance. If you want to change yourself, keep your hand on the hips. Reach your legs, keep the legs squeezing together, and lift up. And down. And exhale, lift. And down. Make sure you're not collapsing on this side, so there's still a little bit of space between your side and the mat. Exhale. And down. Exhale. Exhale. Last one. And down. Now lift your top leg just to hip height. And exhale, lift the bottom leg to meet the top leg. And down. And bottom leg. And down. Make sure you're reaching the full bottom leg up. So it's not just the foot going up to touch the other foot. It's a whole leg. So the thighs come together, the knees come together, the feet come together. Exhale. Exhale. And two more. And last one. Lower the two legs all the way down. Bend your top knee. Yeah. And place your foot in front here. So you keep your foot down if it's okay for you, if it's not too much on your hip or on your knee. You can also go here, that's totally fine here too. That's the same thing, making sure your knee is just in line with your hip. So either here or down. Grab your ankle if you need to for balance. And flex your bottom leg, and we lift the bottom leg up and down. And bottom leg up and down. Exhale. So we should feel the inner thigh of the bottom leg working here. It should be burning soon. Exhale. 2 more. Last one, staying up, point your foot and circle one direction. So small circle, like with a little point at the top, lifting so you really try to reach towards the ceiling a little bit more. Reach and circle, reach. Exhale. Last one, this direction, reverse the circle. And again, focusing on the top part of your circle. Exhale. My inner thighs are burning right now. I hope you can feel them as well, yours as well. Exhale. And last one, stay here, flex your foot. We're almost done. And we reach up, flexing the foot, reaching up, up, up. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower down. And reach back up. Lift up on your forearm. So make sure your elbow, your shoulder is just over the elbow, and you're not collapsing on your side here. So you're strong here, your shoulder is strong. Keep your legs together. Make sure your bottom knee is reaching forward, so there's no external rotation. You will have tendency to be here to help you out. So make sure you're up here. Lift your top leg up to hip high. Flex your foot, bring the leg forward. Find the stretch into your hamstrings. Point your foot and reach back. Oh yeah. And flex, reach forward and point, reach back. Go as back as you can. I'm stuck here but because I'm touching the base, but make sure you reach as much as you can without shifting the hips. So I don't want you to go here, but we really want to open the front part of your hip flexor. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and point, inhale. Exhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale forward, reach, inhale back. Last one. And inhale back. Bring your 2 legs down. Stay on your forearm. We go into a side plank. Bring your top foot in front. Pressing down into the foot, pressing down into the mat. Make sure you're on the rim of your feet, and making sure you're not collapsing on your side. Reach your arm up, reach your hips up, and back down. If it's too much here, you can just bend the bottom leg, keeping the thigh on the same line, and reaching up here, and down, and up, and down. If you want a little bit more challenge, you bring your 2 feet on top of each other, and you reach, and you lower. So choose the position which is best for you today, and down. Exhale. And down. 2 more. Exhale. And down. Last one. Exhale. Reach. And stay here. Reach. Keep your shoulders away from the heels. And lower back down. Bend your knees. We go to the other side. It's hot today in California, and I'm already sweaty. Use the back of your mat again to find your alignment between the shoulders, the hips, and the feet. Make sure not collapsing on your side. 2 hips on top of each other. Bring your feet a little bit in front, small banana shape, just for support, and try to challenge yourself today. If it's too much, bring your fingers down on the mat, but if you can, to challenge yourself, keep your hand on your hip, your top hand on the hip. Exhale, keep the legs together, reach the 2 legs together, up, and go down. Exhale and go down. Make sure your side is on, you're not collapsing on this side. Make sure you keep your shoulder away from the ear. Pull your left shoulder blade toward your left glute, or top shoulder blade towards the left glute. Exhale and down. Last one and down. Lift your top leg up to hip high. Make sure you're not into any rotation here, and lift the bottom leg to meet the top leg, and down and lift and down. Feel your inner thigh. Good. And reach and lift. Exhale. Exhale. Last one. All the way down. Bring your two legs down. Bend your, I couldn't remember if I forgot something. Bend your top knee and bring your foot down in front. So same thing here, either here with your knee facing the ceiling, or knee down, just in line with the hip. Right here, I will do here because I did that on the other side. Flex your foot, your bottom foot, and lift and lower. Exhale. And down. Exhale. Making sure again you're not using your shoulders too much, and you should start feeling the inner thigh on your bottom leg. Exhale. I don't know if you can hear it, but looks like my neighbors decided to be very chatty today. So, well, and down. Exhale. And last one, stay up, point your foot, and go into some small circles. So circle one side, trying to focus on the top part of your cycle so you reach a little bit higher when you reach the top of the circle. Exhale. Exhale. Last one, this direction, and we reverse. Exhale. Exhale. And reach a little bit higher. Every time go to the top of the circle. My inner thighs are burning. Exhale. Stay up here, flex your foot, reach a little bit higher, higher. Reach, and stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Lift up on your forearm. Elbows just in line with the shoulder. 2 legs together. Strong on this side. Hand on the hip. Lift your top leg up to hip high. Flex the foot. Reach the leg forward. And point. Reach back. Exhale. So when you move your leg like that, there's a little bit of movement in your hips because your gravity will change, point of gravity will change. But make sure you keep your 2 hips stacked and your abs engaged. And point back. Exhale. Flex forward. Inhale, point back. Pay attention to your lower leg. You will have a tendency to go here because it's easier for the body to keep the balance. So make sure you don't let the leg go here. You keep your knee facing forward. Exhale. And point back. Last one. Exhale. And point back. Bring the 2 legs together. We go into the side plank. So again, 3 positions. Either you bring your foot, your top foot in front, and you lift right here into your side plank. If it's too much, you bend your bottom knee, you keep the 2 sides together, and you lift right here. Or if you want a little bit more challenge, you keep your 2 feet together, and you reach up. And you go down. So choose whichever position you prefer. And down. It shouldn't be too easy either. It should be challenged a little bit. And down. Exhale to lift, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Inhale down. When you reach, think about the thread going from the hips towards the ceiling, reaching up. And down. 2 more. Exhale. down. Last one, exhale, we stay a little wide on the top here, reaching, making sure your shoulder is down, making sure your side is on, your arms are on, your legs are strong, and you lower all the way down. Now you will lay down on your belly. Just finish off with back extension here. Open your legs a little bit wider than the hips. Reach your arms forward, go down on your fingertips here. Your abs are on, your legs are strong. Make sure you don't let go of your head. Your head is just a little bit higher than your arms. Your abs are on, pulling towards the ceiling, and you lift your legs slightly off the mat. So you reach in your legs and you feel like your thighs are a little bit off the mat. On an inhale, we will reach the left leg a little bit higher and we reach the right arm up, letting go of the finger off the floor. And bring your finger back down on the floor, lower the left leg, and make sure it's still a little bit off the floor. Reach your left arm up and right leg up and down. And again, it's more reach than the lift, so reach, use the back side of your body to reach and lift. Try to avoid pressing too much into the mat. And good. And a bit faster. Inhale, exhale. Exhale. Switch. Good. And last one each side. And lower all the way down. Lift back up. Find your rest pose, releasing the tension in the hips, in the back, in the abs. Breathe here. I hope you had a good workout. I'm sweaty. I checked a little bit. I was shaking a little bit on the inner thigh and the hip flexor, so I hope you had a good workout as well. And I see you soon.